Welcome back, guys, to Greek Goes Keto. Today, 2 ingredients recipe. Roberta made something amazing and we're gonna do it live.
Yeah, hello everybody who didn't join us yet. We are actually just started our live. Let's not start yet. Let's talk a little bit about the latest recipe we prepared. You might say you already published such a recipe, maybe a few months ago. It was the flourless
crepes.
Crepes. Yeah. So, okay, what about crepes? Here in Europe, guys, pancakes usually, it's in most of the countries, pancakes are really extremely thin and they're rollable, foldable.
Yeah.
They're thin like...
Hello, Pamela. Hello.
Hi, Pamela. Great. I was thinking actually about you if you will be able to join. Hi, Kevin. Hello. Hello, and thank you for joining.
Who else we have?
Oh, daily
Tesha.
food porn, says Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin,
hello, Tesha. Yeah.
we can call it porn, but it's not porn. It's actually nutritious, like real love. Porn is missing this part.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you were joking, and it's a good expression when it comes to this gourmet and beautiful looking food, but
It's joyful, I would say. Yeah.
so not long
Pamela
ago.
says it's super late.
Oh, it's actually super late, and I thought it's gonna be early morning for her. No, I'm sorry.
No, it's super
really.
late, yeah. Isabella
So, Isabella, hi,
yeah.
Isabella, thank you for joining. Maybe this recipe is gonna be a great inspiration for you to make something sweet or savory, doesn't matter, because crepes are a staple of European
definitely.
nutrition. And we, not only that we didn't use any keto flours, we didn't use almond flour, we didn't use coconut flour, sometimes we use sunflower seed flour, which Apollonas actually used to love a lot, but since he's now carnivore, and that means zero carb actually, that means no flours for him, not even psyllium, right?
Nothing.
So I was thinking, would it be possible to use all this gluish material from the egg whites and make keto crepes without any flour? So I already did it with sour cream, but there we used a little bit psyllium in the previous recipe. This recipe, which I published today, actually zero flour. So yesterday I made it, and as you can see in the photos, it was really successful and I loved it. I'm maybe cooking them a little bit too much, so they're dark in the photos. Yours don't have to be that way. So as you've seen, we also told you what kind of pan to use. If you don't have a non-stick pan, maybe you can use a little bit coconut oil, because coconut oil doesn't change in high temperature. It's very resistant to high temperatures. So
And of course they are not eggy. A lot of people actually are complaining, oh, how you can fold it, it's gonna be like a rollable omelette. It will not be.
It would be depending on what kind of eggs you're using.
Yeah, okay.
You can use some spices. As I mentioned in the recipe, you can use some vanilla, you can use some cinnamon, nutmeg, you can use some rum aroma. Actually, I'm going to add just a little bit of each of these. But you can do totally Hola,
yeah.
Hola, Jose. I got confused with Jose. I didn't know, should I put H in front? Hola, Jose. So we actually are preparing crepes without flour, with only 2 ingredients. Our first ingredient will be, of course, free-range eggs, and have a look here. Mascarpone. Now, why mascarpone? Because even though it's a 1 ingredient, mascarpone, if it's Italian mascarpone, as it is the brand we are using here, has 2 ingredients, and this is butter and cream. No carrageenan, no heavy thickening agents, etc. So our butter and cream. If you don't have mascarpone, you can just use butter and cream in equal...
and our eggs, you can see, guys, even they have a little bit feather from the chickens. But
where is the feather?
Yeah, up here, yeah.
Oh, here's a little feather. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and with this one, you cannot go wrong,
okay. Well, this is how we know they are not factory produced. They are coming from a farm. Farmers don't have time all the all the time, you know, they cannot clean them and wash them the way they do it in the factory. So you are 100% sure they're from a farm. I'm going to use, as the recipe says, 6 eggs, and this approximately can make 6 crepes because each egg is a crepe. Let's use one more. So guys, you're gonna see now a piece of magic, something which I love. My whisk, which maybe you already saw in some of our recipes in the videos.
Especially in the Greek risotto that we made with chia flour.
Bravo. In risotto.
Actually, it's rice pudding without rice, of course. It's keto pudding, and let's see what you have here.
Have a look at this beauty. So this actually can be used to beat cream to produce butter. If you beat cream in a long jar, for example, glass jar, you will make
let's see
butter.
how it works. You see, guys, as you're pressing, it's actually with the hand.
Creating a motion.
Yeah,
so
creating motion.
we're gonna see here in
Okay.
maybe, are you in the light? No.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hand mixer.
I'm beating it and they're dancing inside. As you can see, my eggs are going crazy. So the recipe says 200 grams of mascarpone, and what says this packaging?
Package is 250.
250. So you don't have to now take out your scale, and we will approximately see how much is. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit motion of my hands also because the yolks didn't break.
Reminds me the crumbs in the villas when they're making butter.
So the crepes, actually, you don't need to add any spices, but I really like a little bit of salt in them because salt is really boosting the
Let's
taste.
check again the.
So here is how much I'm gonna use. That will be
Mascarpone.
like half a teaspoon of salt. Of course, this is optional, guys. As I said, the 2 main ingredients, you don't need any spices, but if you would like to boost a little bit of taste, you will add a little bit salt. And now I'm going to add something which it's rum, which actually you can totally avoid, but since this is going to be on a high temperature, the alcohol will evaporate.
Yeah. This is for you people that if you do actually gonna want to avoid this eggy taste and you're afraid that
Yes,
it's
this
gonna
is for
be-
people who are afraid of eggy taste, but I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of it because mascarpone will give this. So I added a little bit vanilla, and that's it.
vanilla extract, yeah.
I'm finished with my spices, so maybe I shouldn't have used any, but I just wanted to show you that using spices doesn't actually mean using new ingredients because you have 2 main ingredients. So now I'm gonna add mascarpone. Mascarpone, to pronounce it as a real Italian, and maybe you have noticed that both of us, we have this strong R, which means we are, in our languages, accustomed to pronouncing this R.
We said, guys, mascarpone is
So,
really thick.
This is how much I'm gonna leave, and this will be 200 grams. Mascarpone, I left it at room temperature for some minutes, maybe 15 minutes before we're gonna start. So my mascarpone is actually now not so thick. Okay, as it is when it's freshly from the fridge. So now it's important. You can use, of course, electric mixer if you want to make it smoothly and nicely and to break mascarpone totally into like nice
Actually, I should
crema.
do this, but anyway.
Yeah, you have muscle power. Please
Yeah.
do it. You
Come here because you are
While you're
hiding with
doing
the
it,
light.
I'm going to turn on the stove. So we're gonna use extra virgin coconut oil, a little bit. Even though our pan is non-stick variety, I'm going to use a little bit. Have a look at Apollona's trying to
Yeah.
even the. So I'm gonna use a little bit of coconut oil, which I'm sorry. Okay, this will be enough. Yeah, Pamela says we need Thermomix. Okay,
Yeah,
Pamela, it's
definitely.
not available here.
We're gonna have to order it online, and I don't know with these customs we have what's gonna happen with Thermomix. It's gonna stack for a few months. In
Yeah,
customs.
we actually don't live in a country where it's safe to order things online, especially those. Hello, Renee. And we were just talking talking about Renee. Renee joined us. Hello from Minnesota. How is Minnesota? How is the weather today? We had a huge northern wind today, which really made it extremely cold and impossible to walk on the streets without hats and the skiing equipment. But that's winter in this part of Europe.
Phone,
so
let's see.
I'm melting the. Did you?
Let you guys see the. So we're here, guys. As you can see, it's
the
starting
mixture
getting.
is really getting nice and creamy.
But need some power. As you can see. Okay.
Let me hold the phone and you finish it. Okay. So there's a point. Hello from New Brunswick in Canada.
Brunswick,
Susie.
yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
Susie. Really nice of you to join us. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. Kevin shared in their Facebook.
Awesome, thank you.
We hope Shona is looking together with you. She's here next to you. If not, maybe you can tell her about. So.
Yeah, so if you want to avoid all this actually trouble.
Coconut oil getting totally melted, as we can see. Okay, I'm going to just distribute it all over my pan.
This is really good.
So you want your
It's
pan
smooth.
not totally
Here.
hot, but more. It's really nice. Look at the mixture. I'm going to use a ladle. Let's.
Yeah.
So guys, have a look at this. This is your mixture.
You know,
This
so-
is how it has to look. So it's really important. I'm checking the temperature with my hand. It's important that it's hot in the beginning, and then I'm gonna reduce the heat because I don't want them to burn.
Yeah,
so
and
it's
it's gonna
already
be really good
time
to-
to reduce.
To use a non-stick pan, even with a coconut.
A few days ago, I saw an awesome pan,
Oh,
guys.
here, I'm watching
That
the
one.
road.
Hi, Shona. So what says
Very
Renee?
cold and windy in Minnesota today, snow blowing about
That's
minus
it.
10 Fahrenheit, staying inside today.
Yes, that's very clever when it's extremely cold. Oh, Kevin is hot. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So, I think the temperature is... have a look, the ladle is not totally full. I'm like, this is approximately... This, I must tell you, looks exactly... The consistency is exactly like for the carby, the version with flour.
With flour, yeah.
Crepe. So have a look now, very gently in the middle. I'm not doing anything, it's distributing along. I'm not moving my pan. I wanted to create a nice shape, round. So now guys, have you seen the video with the robot in the article that we published today?
Yeah, that was really funny. I hope guys
So-
you had time to check this. It was super funny.
The robot has to learn how to flip the pan. So I have no idea if I will manage. This is why I have my spatula always ready. It's a kind of BPA-free plastic which is resistant to heat. As you can see, it will not damage my pan. And I think I will use it, but let's be patient. What am I doing? I'm turning on the timer, and I'm gonna have 2 minutes because as I was talking, 1 minute already passed, so 2 more minutes. Be patient, don't touch it, don't try to roll it, don't try anything, just let it create the crust from the...
Pamela says 4 days ago it was 42 degrees, today down to 20, crazy summer. Whoa,
Oh, 20 degrees is too cold for the summer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pamela, for using Celsius, because we
Yeah.
understand much better. But I assume minus 10 Fahrenheit is also very
Yeah,
low.
yeah, of course.
Oh, thank you so much, Shona. Yes, we actually think that there's something as you can see, in consistency of these crepes that will give a similar feeling to the real crepes. So thank you for your compliments. Shona, what says Pamela? I'm having this for breakfast.
Can I use sour cream?
Yes, you can, but why I opt for mascarpone? Because sour cream sometimes does give this eggy taste. So if you're gonna use them as savory, then yes, use sour cream. If you want them as sweet, then it would be much better to use mascarpone. Or just use cream and butter. What's Isabella saying?
Isabella
she loves
Paxton.
crepes.
It's another Isabella.
It's
We have
another-
another Isabella. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Isabella.
So, what says the timer? 1 more minute.
Paxton, I think is bourgeois, if I'm pronouncing correct.
Okay, am I
Okay.
going to be very
Whoa, this is
brave?
gonna be funny, guys.
Okay,
Let's
if
check it out. It's gonna be on the floor. Whoa!
Woohoo!
Nice.
I managed to flip it.
There are some
So,
skills.
Okay, so
Okay, guys, you can see it. I hope. Let me
Let's
to see
prepare a
how
plate.
thick it is.
it became thick a little bit because
Kevin says, I hope we can find mascarpone. Yeah, I think, especially if it's not diluted and it's.
if you cannot find mascarpone, here is our timer. So if you cannot find mascarpone, just use organic cream and butter in the same amount. So if you're gonna use like 100 grams of butter and 100 grams of cream, melt the butter first so you can mix it. That's
Let's turn.
mascarpone. That's your mascarpone. So actually what you need 100 grams of butter melted, put it in add it to the cream and then whisk it or use a mixer and you will get your mascarpone. If you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to become thick as the real mascarpone. So that's what's mascarpone.
Hello from California, sunny California, awesome.
Wow,
Hello.
that's great, sunny California. I love California dream.
Heather says impressive flip. Yeah, indeed, it was.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Like
as
the robot.
Robot. Please go to Greek Goes Keto and check the recipe and check the video we gave how the robot is learning to flip.
Despina is here, says love it, guys. Well done, seems pentanostimo. Yeah, indeed.
Okay, it's ready. I'm going to
Okay,
place it on a plate. You need to give me some space because I need to
Let
add
me take
more. Let it
into
cool
light.
down. Let it cool down. As it's gonna cool down, it's gonna become thinner. So don't worry.
Okay.
During the baking, during the cooking, actually,
Isabella says ricotta cheese and blend it can be used as substitute.
Yes, but ricotta has this sourness, and mascarpone is so neutral and so sweet in taste because mascarpone is only cream and butter, so it's much better choice. Have a look at the consistency of my here the butter. Have a look at it. It's like really, really thin. So if I'm gonna move my pan, they will be even thinner, but I'm afraid of them to be too thin because maybe it will not allow me to flip them. Now remember guys, the thing which is allowing chefs to make thin crepes is gluten and also starch. And as if you can read in our article, you can see that we call them our enemies. So timer, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
So the timer is going. I'm using the
Sana
timer.
says night flip. Everybody's amazed with your with your skills.
So as we can see here, I put in a timer 3 minutes. When it's gonna ring, it's time to. Yeah, mascarpone is amazing. Heather says she loves mascarpone.
Yeah.
She says that most stores sell mascarpone. She probably is giving a tip where to get it in the USA. So guys, what I would like to tell you, try to find Italian brand or make it at home from organic. Yeah, make it at home from organic cream. Try to use a variety without carrageenan and butter, and that's all you need. You really don't need to worry about mascarpone. The old grandmas in Italy always make it at home from these two ingredients. They never actually go to the store and buy it, so we can do it at home. Anybody can make these things at home. Imagine if you have okay, we had a phone call that stopped us. What's our timer?
Let's
2 more minutes.
check.
Let's be very, very patient. Don't. What happened? Why we
I
have
don't know. We have the.
Okay. So we are waiting. You see, it's gonna, because I reduced the temperature, it doesn't bubble and it will not be as dark as the ones I posted in the recipe. So what I'm gonna show you now, guys, is my. Yesterday I made my keto marmalade, which I also gave you a recipe at Greek Goes Keto how to make quick 5-minute keto. Marmalade. So now I'm going to show you how it looks. Today I have.
Let's take a look again here.
Over.
Heather says, "Oh, I would love to try to make my own." Yeah, you should, and of course, let us know
Have a look.
Elena is here. Hello.
Have a look. My marmalade actually solidified.
Yeah.
And have a look. It's a jello.
It's a jello. Keto
Yeah,
marmalade, guys.
it's a keto jello, which I prepared yesterday. You have a recipe. I think it's time because it's kind of
Oh, this looks heavy.
yeah, shall we use a spatula now?
Spatula, better. Yeah, I don't want to see.
No, I'm brave. I'm brave. I'm gonna try to do it. Just let it. It burned a little bit. So
Yeah.
we don't need 2-3 minutes. I think 1 minute will be enough.
1.5 minutes, yeah, maximum.
1.5 minutes will be enough. Okay, it burned a little bit. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of butter here. Have a look.
Yes, Maria.
So this one maybe it's a little bit too dark. That's why we will not bake it from this side.
Yeah, it's actually 2-3 minutes is actually too much. 1.5, guys.
But have a look here. Have a look here.
Okay.
So we're gonna add. This is approximately how much is enough. Here, as you can see in the recipe, I don't have now. I will melt it a little bit with the heat of the crepe. I use
Get the
blackberries. I use blackberries.
Let's take it.
We don't have good light here.
Yeah, unfortunately,
okay.
I'm gonna have to work to do something with the light in the kitchen.
I need another.
Yeah, you can see, guys, it's really thick, and of course keto.
Have a look now.
Let's check it
This
out.
is actually properly
Baked.
baked, so
Yeah.
I didn't need to overbake it.
Overbake it, yeah.
But it was my mistake. So it's very good now to use the heat. Show it here, please. I'm going to use the heat
Okay.
to melt. So what created this effect is the grass-fed beef gelatin, which we actually use to create this marmalade.
Also, we have the keto honey substitute, guys. That would be amazing if you would like to try something with the essence of honey. Sona says, I have always wanted to try and make crepes. Thanks for sharing. You are welcome. I hope you're gonna try it, guys. Tastes amazing.
You don't need flour, you don't need anything.
And also, I can tell you the truth, it's carnivore-ish. So
It's carnivore-ish if you're gonna exclude the marmalade.
the marmalade, yeah.
Something else as your spread.
Renee says looks delicious. Kevin asks, selling crepes.
Keto crepe.
Barb says, look good. Love your recipes, guys. Thank you so much, Barb.
So, for any of, we had some comments that it's impossible to make without flour, without.
Yeah.
I remember one comment saying that we have to use xanthan gum to make proper crepes. Now we will show you in a minute.
Elena gives you compliments for your flipping.
Thank you so much, Elena.
Shana says, love your dress.
Oh, thank you. Shana must love red.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your favorite color, everybody? Let us know.
Heather says, I make my own blackberry chia seed jelly. Awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Pamela has to go because she's really sleepy. Thank you so much, Pamela.
Okay. So,
Always you're with us, so
we hope tomorrow
Yeah.
morning you will have crepes for breakfast. Use sour cream if you don't have mascarpone. If you have cream and butter.
Isabella says it looks so yummy.
So
Good night, Pamela.
have a look now here how I'm gonna fold the first one which I made.
Okay.
Have a look here. Let me go from the light. So
Wait, what else we have? What do you use for a honey substitute? We have actually
there's
now
a recipe.
Recipe. We have actually subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have step by step the whole recipe, so
The video.
you cannot.
Actually, go to Greek Goes Keto. In the search section, search for keto honey substitute. Now have a look, guys. Now tell me this is not real crepes. Tell me this is not real crepe. What's the difference? Okay, so testing it. Number one, is it eggy? Look how thin. So what I'm feeling is
Also, we can put ketela inside.
great.
Good.
So it's not eggy, but what I'm feeling is maybe I added a lot of rum. But you can of course play with your spices, and it's very tasty. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Kevin says even bears occasionally eat berries seasonally. Yeah.
You see, because the crepe was.
Pamela says pink is your favorite. Color. Barbara says orange. Shona says red, of course. Heather green. Whoa, we have such a
My marmalade became
variety of
liquid.
colors, huh?
It became liquid.
Liquid, yeah, of course. Heat helped to melt everything. And this is perfect, thank you. Yeah, definitely. Check our YouTube channel and let us know. Ho 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 ho.
Getting ready.
Me, I'm waiting for the moment that's gonna go
To the floor.
to the floor, yeah. Ah, she cannot fail, damn.
You would like me to fail. You would like me
yummy,
to
looks
fail.
delicious. The difference, no glucose spike. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because what are you eating? Now, let's see the nutritional value of this breakfast. You are eating eggs, butter, and cream. Now, guys, this is 100% keto. Because you're going to give 1 teaspoon of berries and another butter, which you put in, and some gelatin. Now, I want you to explain to guys, don't to worry about the nutritional values of the marmalade. Maybe you will see very high protein, but this is collagen, guys, and this is not absorbed by our body the same way like normal.
And actually, I think it's a good way to increase our collagen naturally and not with these supplements.
Yes.
Isabella says you make noodles from the crepes and add it to your chicken broth and fresh chives. Yeah.
Have a look at the consistency. It's like real jam. It's like jello, something you would buy from a store, but only I made it last night. Let me show you the...
Kevin says Roberta gets wasted on ram. Yeah, that's the reason has great skills to flip the crepes.
No, I didn't.
Shauna says nailed it, Roberta. Definitely. Expert flipper,
guys,
Heather.
this is the mixture I used of frozen berries, as you can see in the...
Yeah.
You can, even if you are bored to make marmalade, you can just add some berries to your... I'm gonna do it right now. To your crepe. And that's it. And you have yourself, let me add some raspberries to look better.
That's all, that's it, yeah. Shauna loves the idea that Isabella gave there. That was awesome, actually.
Okay.
That's the purpose of our community, guys, to share.
Which idea, if you can remind me, please?
Isabella said to make noodles from the crepes and you can add it to your chicken broth and fresh chives. So.
Well, that's a good idea. You know
yeah.
What idea I had with these crepes? What do you think, guys, to try to make baklava with these crepes? Because our keto baklava recipe is actually including the bread. Sorry.
Okay.
It's time to. Okay, the berries will go first. Okay,
Yeah,
you can see now how thin it is. Have a look. It's actually really thin. Let me continue not to waste the rest of the...
We have some network issues, connection available. Yeah, I don't know why we're losing connection. Ooh, it became so hot here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, pouring in the butter.
As I said, guys, I'm gonna try to upload these videos always
In YouTube,
YouTube
so
channel,
you will be
you're gonna be able to see them again and to have a.
Have you seen those videos when they're creating art with crepes? So you can do that also, but you have to put this mixture into a bottle or something which will allow you to make some.
What's this here?
So Isabella says her Oma
Was from Austria and made crepe noodles
is this grandma?
for her soups.
Is it grandma?
Grandma, most
That
probably.
would be probably Oma.
Is that coconut oil you're using in the pan?
Yes. I'm using coconut oil because coconut oil is very resistant to high temperature and will not change its chemical composition, so it will not harm us.
What I would use, guys, also because I would love to, if I want to make it more carnivore, we have here Greek goat cheese. Okay, here says it's eagle cousin saltschlager. That means it's goat cheese in brine. Just is packed in Germany. Greek. Yeah, it's Greek original.
So you can use goat
Grandma,
cheese.
it's equal to Oma. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Keyboard. Just wonderful. Thank you, Renee. Excited for this recipe, Isabella says.
Oh, I'm hoping really all of you will try it, guys, because it's
So you can put some goat cheese if you want it to be salty, actually.
look how fatty it is. Keto 100%. Why? Because it has butter and cream inside and egg yolks and all the good things. Now, please, guys, don't be afraid of cholesterol. Now, I wanted to talk about a little bit about come.
Okay.
Let's talk about cholesterol.
Cholesterol, okay.
Let's put a timer for 1 minute, but less than 1 minute. I'm
Less
gonna
than
flip
1
it.
minute, yeah.
So do not be afraid of cholesterol that you take with your food, because in majority of grown-ups, people who consume dietary cholesterol, it doesn't impact the levels of cholesterol and in their bloodstream. So there's a study about it in the recipe about shrimp and avocado salad, which we posted yesterday. Go to that article and check this study, which will totally annul all the fears of cholesterol which you had.
Have cholesterol and eggs, yeah, definitely. Wait.
Time to flip it. So
let's see the robot.
don't. Okay, if I'm gonna have an accident now, it will be your fault.
It's gonna be... Yes!
And I had!
Yeah! It's
Okay.
on the floor!
Okay, sometimes it happens, guys, because if you talk too much about something, then it has to happen.
Yeah, here it
Here's
is.
the timer.
Yes!
Okay, I'm cleaning the floor.
Win-win!
It can happen to you also, doesn't matter if it happens, just flip your...
It's much better to use the spatula, so
Yeah.
go safe to eat more.
So what would be really, really great if you're not accustomed to this is to use a smaller pan so that the crepe will not be able to be like wide, and then you will be it will be much easier for you to practice and to have the distance, the ratio of how much you have to flip and how much you have to, how much power you have to put. And also the crepe will not break because smaller crepe, you know, the laws of physics, it will keep it all together.
Yeah.
The real crepes, gluten, and due to gluten, the real crepes actually.
Here it's missing. Elena says my medical exams verify exactly what you say about cholesterol. What better proof? We are more healthier. Exactly.
This is totally
All
true.
this actually almost 100 years we've been tortured, and this terror about cholesterol and HDL and LDL.
This is more like a pancake. I actually added too much of the dough, of the butter, so it's thicker, but doesn't matter, it's ready. You see, this one is much thinner, the one which I used with berries. Okay, so
I
let's
think
try to make
that way you can make
one.
or American pancakes.
The pancakes, yeah.
Here is the
thick,
coconut.
the thick pancakes, we call them American pancakes.
Yeah.
And crepes, we call them just pancakes. So sometimes in Europe, especially in these countries where we are, don't get confused. If on the menu you see something called pancake and then you get a crepe. It's gonna happen because here crepes are pancakes. This is what we think pancakes should be. Okay, not too much to stay thin. So you also have to have in mind that eggs actually are created, because we've been beating eggs, they are creating this, I don't know why I got these bubbles so much, they're creating this effect of growth. Let's say our butter is growing when it's baked, when it's cooked.
American pancakes, yeah.
But what happens later, they all settle down and they go a little bit down, so you don't have to worry, they will not be, they will be thin. Have a look. They will be totally thin. You will be able to fold them. You will be able to roll them.
Elena says, I think I'll try a double crepe with gyros meat and tomato for dinner.
You can do that.
Yeah,
excellent.
it's gonna be fantastic.
Add some
actually.
extra salt. My advice is to add some extra salt. Add some garlic to the eggs and add some rosemary, and this is gonna give you this Mediterranean feeling, and you will be able to enjoy.
It's gonna
it
be like
with
pita,
meat.
actually. I think
It's
this is gonna be like
and
oregano. Maybe oregano is gonna
oregano
be.
is gonna be more like pizza.
Well, not pizza, but souvlaki, because usually they're putting oregano in pita with salt. So it's gonna be, who knows better than Greeks to make souvlaki and pita, huh?
Greeks?
Yeah. Let's go for a second round of crepes on the floor.
Please don't do this to me.
Crepes on the floor, guys. So
don't do this to me. Okay, you cursed me now. He cursed me. I need somebody.
Okay, let me.
Somebody knows to break the curse because Apollonius cursed me, so I have to use a spatula, and I don't have my powers to flip the crepes the way chefs do it in France. So I wish, guys, you could smell. Our home now smells really divine, really good. That's also thanks to this keto marmalade, which is melting slowly on the crepes. When I'm adding it to the crepes, it's creating even better aroma. And
Heather says you can do this.
You think I can try with? We have only one more crepe left in the bowl of butter, so
we can feed the floor.
Come on, don't curse me again. Don't do this to me, okay? We're gonna...
Yeah, or you can make actually, guys, layers. You can put...
There is something in Croatian tradition, there is something which is called torta od palačinaka, which is like a layered cake. Made with crepes. So what actually is layered cake? You're baking the crepes only from one side, and as it's baked, you don't flip it. You put it on a plate, then you fill it with some walnuts, and well, they put sugar. Of course, we will put stevia or some other sweetener, and we will have for maybe one small one. Let's give it some time, and I will try to. I have some marmalade here.
Yeah.
Or is it berries? So what they do, they actually fill it with walnuts and sugar. We will use sweetener, and then this part, which is not cooked, is soaking it, and it's actually sticking. And then they put another one. They put like this thick, and then they bake it in the oven for, I think, 20 minutes. It's enough. And then you have your cake made of pancakes, actually, crepes with layers of walnuts and sweetener.
We use 6 eggs, 200 grams of mascarpone, and guys, I think I can eat almost 4 persons from these crepes.
I got 6 crepes, but because I made them thinner, I have a little bit more. Maybe 6.5 crepes. This is how you're measuring. Each egg is 1 crepe.
Not at all hungry, but we will be trying this. I'm not brave enough to flip it during live video, though.
Okay, Shona, it's like he can do these things. He can curse you, so don't try.
Yeah, don't try. Don't try this at home.
Have a good spatula.
Okay, let's see here what's going on.
Oh, I'm gonna add some coconut oil now, which will make my crepe a little bit movable, so that. Go inside, make my crepe. Okay, just a little bit more. You switched off the.
Read the other comment. What we have?
Shona, no, it's again Shona. I think I will try and do some tamales using this recipe. That's very good. That's really good. What we love, guys, when you are creative and when you make some, like Pamela did. Some just tweaks to our recipes. For example, she used our layered chocolate cake, which we made a few nights ago. I think it was like a week ago. And she placed some blueberries in the middle, and then she decorated it. She used our icing with mascarpone, and she used some flakes of almond. You think it's time to flip it?
It's time to flip it.
Okay, I want everybody's fingers crossed for me. Who is for Roberta? And who is for Apollonius? Apollonius wants me to
feed the floor.
Okay, I didn't succeed. Let's try. Now this can
That was double flip.
Yay! And it was a win.
Yeah. That was double flip.
I waited too much, I hesitated too much, and it got a little bit darker again, so be very careful.
I think this is good to be creative, to have fun in the kitchen, guys. So,
Elena was for me, yay!
Yeah, go Roberta.
Thank you guys. Well, it's really funny. I got used to doing this with, like, when I was 7 years old when I learned to make crepes, the standard ones with flour, with wheat flour. And I really, if I was making these with normal this glutenish dough, I mean the butter, I keep making mistake. I would be flipping them like crazy, but the thing is, you are all the time afraid that your keto crepe will break because it doesn't have gluten, doesn't have this glue material. And by the way, guys, did you know that gluten, the word gluten comes from word glue, which is totally funny, isn't it?
Okay,
so this is ready.
A second.
We're gonna try the last one.
Okay.
Before I'm gonna do
And guys, because you can make also waffle from the same dough, you can use this kind of machine, you can see, waffliera.
I would add some psyllium into waffle, though it needs to be a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
So maybe not waffles with these, but we have like 2-3 recipes for waffles in. So we're gonna try to make.
Fika says, bravo Roberta.
Thank you.
Heather likes it. Shona says, perfect. Haha, Apollo. Yeah. I'm good motivation.
I'm gonna try to make half moon.
Yeah.
So let's see if I will be able to make half a moon.
This will not be flippable.
This will be flippable with a spatula. So it does look like a moon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like in those romantic children's
And the other is the dark side of the moon. So.
You know these children's illustrated books when they have a huge moon with eyes and smile, and then children relate somehow. They think that moon should have a face, and when you look at the moon, it kind of has a face. So
to flip or not to flip?
we're gonna flip it, but you see it's not ready yet. Let's try to make some art. But you see, guys, it's not sticking. Look at it. It's moving.
Okay, you're moved together with it. So.
So I'm gonna use my spatula to flip it.
Whoop.
Perfect.
Banana crepe.
Yeah, moon.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it banana split.
It looks like an alien planet, and we are very much sci-fi fans.
Sci-fi fans, yeah. Definitely.
For me, this is very inspirative. I would call it the half moon of which is my favorite planet. Yes, the Betazoid, half moon from the Betazoid. If you guys don't know what is Betazoid, it's a planet from Star Trek where people are empathic and they can also communicate telepathically. So here's a little connection to Star Trek. We are, Alien, Kevin says Alien versus Predator. Yeah, Predator is here next to me. It's really yummy. Here are the rest of our crepes. Here is one which we rolled. So have a look. They're really nice.
Look says looks yummy.
Look what I did to my marmalade. It's actually totally melted it because this jelly filling that my marmalade created, and I'm going to flip it now.
And this is ready.
Hand and place the other one. So I don't have to roll them. I can have them like these, like you would have.
Let's take them here so we'll have better
I'll add
eyes.
just a little bit more marmalade because this is, guys, this is a little amount of marmalade I've been adding.
Sorry.
Each of these crepes actually has like 1 to 2 tablespoons, but the majority of content of my marmalade is butter, water, and gelatin. This red, what you see, is only 3 tablespoons of berries.
Heather says, thanks for sharing the recipes. I will be making this soon. Have a wonderful day.
Wonderful.
Wonderful, yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Heather, be with us.
Yeah.